Let's go.
4 hours. Robert Flores, Mark DeRosa, I'm Lauren Shahadi. How are we feeling this Monday morning?
Feeling like we never left.
I mean, we have to address it.
Okay,
right
address
out of
it.
the chute.
I think there needs to be a podcast on the behind-the-scenes conversations that led from where we left off Friday to where we are today.
All I know is there's no meeting in the middle. It was either absolutely
I
love
feel
it,
like this is split. Oh, yes, yes, you're absolutely right.
Robert is smarter than we think. He did that jean jacket thing.
I
He
broke
knew what
the
he
network.
was doing, and the bosses said,
I broke the network.
nope. So smart.
I tell you what.
You're a genius, really.
Can I just tell you, people really were very passionate.
they were passionate
about the jean jacket, and
For good reason.
A lot of you hated it, and you know what? I don't give a rat's. I'm probably going to wear that again on Friday.
Oh, my gosh, please don't.
it just put a lot of pressure on us.
Okay, we're back.
But we're back.
Like we never left. You want to know why I love the game? Robert has a little Brandon Belt in him. Why?
Well, what do we got?
I feel like he would do this. I feel like he would show up to a game, say, I'm the captain.
Yes.
Big C. I can see him coming on set with that. And you saying, who do you think you
It
are?
is such a good shtick, and what's even, I mean, the people that didn't know Brandon Belt, it's amazing. He
I
would have
love it.
never, he was never this comfortable. I was a part of that franchise when he came up like 2010, 2011. He was a be seen, not heard kind of guy. And to see him with the C on the chest and do all this is unbelievable.
I like that he's embracing it. That's a cool.
He showed up in a boat.
Yeah, I like that. That's
So
really
good.
good. Good for him.
Wake it up, America. We are going to the Bronx, and you are coming with us for Red Sox and Yankees, the final of 3 between them, Sunday Night Baseball. I thought he was going to hit this one out, the way the first 2 games went for him.
I mean,
Weekend
every
was going.
ball he hit in this series was over 100 miles per hour.
Anthony Rizzo scores and the Yankees trail by 1. I hear your voice every single time I see Anthony Rizzo, and I hear you say, ball player. RBI single to center field.
You know why? And this was great. This was a situation we'll get to a little later where TK was mic'd up, taking you through that entire play. It was amazing. But Anthony Rizzo, he's a fighter with 2 strikes. He's just not outhouse or castle. I mean, he's giving you quality ABs.
Oh, what a spot for your first of the year. That's Bobby Dahlbeck.
Oh, Bobby
Top of the
D.
6th.
Get in the basket, Bobby D.
And to the bottom of the 9th for the Yankees down to their last out. Joey Gallo strikes out
What
swinging.
an inning by Diekman.
He was-
Took the teeth of the Yankees lineup.
And the Red Sox salvage 1, 4-3 your final.
Yeah, that battle against him and Aaron Judge, tremendous last night. All right, let's go to Denver. Ryan McMahon. Bottom of the first. Chris Taylor can't make the play, had
Your
some
worst
trouble with the
nightmare.
win. Chris Bryant, C.J. Cron will score 2-0. Next batter, recently acquired Randall Grichuk makes it 3-0.
I think that's going to work with Grichuk.
Bottom of the third, it's C.J. Cron. Wraps it around the foul pole. His first of the season, 5-0 Colorado. Rockies on their way to taking the series against the Dodgers. Freddie Freeman.
What's going on in left field?
Chris Bryant can't make the play. 3 runs will score. Dodgers cut the lead to 6-4.
I made 4 errors in a game in that ballpark.
Conditions were a little dicey. Bottom of the 7th, Diaz.
Father did not attend
A
the
2-run
wedding
homer.
that he was supposed
And
to.
congratulations to Bud Black, career win number
Didn't come out of the
1,000. And the Rockies beat the Dodgers 9-4. Opening weekend. We are about to embark on the first full week of the 2022 season. So let's jump in. Overreaction.
Yes. I was sitting on the plane.
Yes.
I'm like, let's be silly.
Let's get everyone panicking and make these bold, grand statements right now.
Okay, so we're gonna focus it on the National League.
Okay.
We're gonna have a couple overreactions real quick.
Love it.
After the first 3 games, Dodgers, you might be in trouble. Let's dive in. Julio Urias last year, 20-3 with a 2.96, but his kryptonite is the Colorado Rockies. He's got a 5.61 ERA in his career versus the Rockies. It's the worst versus any NL team, okay? And C.J. Cron let him know, which has been an absolute savvy sign by the Rockies last year. And who wants to walk with Elias? He'll sting one in the gap, Robert. So I think their starting rotation, if we're being totally in the trust tree, might be a little light. I mean, you're looking at Walker Buehler, Gonsolin, Urias, Haney, Kershaw at the end of the road potentially. And then I think You can't deny Cody Bellinger punched out 19 times in spring training, has gotten off to a slow start. Yeah. Same with Max Muncy coming back from a terrible injury at the end of the year. He got off to a little slow start. Listen, it's 3 games. We're going to have a little fun, but you can't sit here and tell me that the Dodgers, the lineup on paper looks miraculous, but I still think there might be a little something missing. Okay, can we watch out? Go Cubs, go! Go Cubs, go! It was Milwaukee and St. Louis. I don't know. After I saw Seiya Suzuki, the plate discipline was unbelievable. They were able to take 2 or 3. DeRosa, the Silver Fox. You got Contreras, Stroman. Watch this at bat. This is opening day against the NL reigning Cy Young Award winner. And you want to talk about just peepers, people. How do you not swing at that? Opening day with those jitters, 3-1 count. He's got Jason Hayward on deck. He gets the 3-2. He said, nope, I'm spitting on that cutter right out of your hand at 96. Impressive stuff for Seiya Suzuki in the first 3 games. And then has anybody locked in on the Philadelphia Phillies lineup? The Fanatic has. He's taking a dive right there in center field. The first 3 hitters in their lineup, I'm going to go on record, there could be 110 homers combined between the 3 of these guys. Kyle Schwarber, and by the way, the homer on opening day off Frankie Montas. Philly, do yourself a favor. Call Billy Beane. Get your Frankie Montas pitching for you in the back end of your rotation. I think you're a starter away from really being just absolutely nasty in the National League East. Bryce got off to a little slow start, but we all know the 2-time MVP. Look at the smiles on his face. He's got some boys in the clubhouse that he's real.
This dude, I like.
We don't need a college diploma. We hit baseballs for a living. Nick Castellanos.
My MVP pick.
Typecast to hit right in the middle of this lineup. Those first 3 hitters, that might be the best top 3. Remember last year, Schwarbs with the Nationals went 12 homers in 10 games?
Yeah.
And my 4th overreaction of the weekend, oh, real quick, let's dive into a full screen. Take a look at this. Only team to have 3 players rank in the top 20. You imagine having to deal with that? You got to deal with Schwarber right out of the gate. You make one mistake, it's 1-0 in that ballpark.
I like what you said.
Phillies are sexy.
You said they're a
35, 35,
they're
40.
A starter away from being a real force.
I'd like the back end.
Their stuff looks good,
I'd
though,
like
but
the
you're
back end of their rotation to add one more because I think Wheeler, right? You get what you got last year. It's unbelievable. And then you got Nola, who's filth. I'd like to see one more. Oh, I got a 4th overreaction for the weekend. I want to run
What is
it
that?
by.
Uh-oh.
J-Lo and Ben are engaged.
Is that
This is the 7th engagement.
love is love. Don't get in the
For
way.
whom?
J-Lo.
This is the 7th one?
This is the I mean.
Oh, Judgy Wudgy was a bear. She can do whatever
Is
she
this
wants.
the
She's
one
zero.
that sticks? She went, Ben twice.
She wasn't engaged to him, was she?
What's that Bugs Bunny gif where the
No?
I don't like
I don't think
gifts.
you come back
When people
to the
send me
well.
text messages with gifts, I'm out. Welcome to Atlanta where the players play. Reds and Braves, Hunter
This
Green.
dude here?
Are you kidding me?
My
Are there
word,
certain
sir.
people who don't get nervous? Honestly.
When you throw 100 miles an hour.
How is he so
What do you have to be
composed?
nervous
I
about?
can't imagine he's that.
2 Ks and a perfect first inning for him, top of the 3rd. Kyle Farmer, 2 for 3 with a single and a double. Strong few games to start the season. Single into right, 2 runs will score. 5-0 Reds. Green on the mound. Dial it up. He reached triple digits 20 times. Strikes out Eddie Rosario, 101. 6 Ks through 3 scoreless for him.
Better hurry and sit
Alex
down,
Dickerson, I don't know where I'm sitting. Guys out to Joey Votto, I can't even see. Matt Olson, bottom of the 5th. Green would be done after that inning. 5 innings, 3 earned, 7 Ks. Reds win it 6-3. The story was Hunter Green. And I remember,
the
oh my
digs.
gosh, this is nice.
This is nice.
We're at the digs early.
We didn't bring any gift, like housewarming.
We've been here before.
Did you see the documentary on Don Mattingly?
Yes.
It was tremendous.
It was unbelievable.
It was, not growing up here, I did not realize
His impact.
His impact on the franchise and the fan base and the fans around
My
this
guy,
area.
man. Hitman poster above the wall. But you talked about Hunter Green, and that's who I want to focus on. A couple of the young players that have come into this game. And by the way, I know a lot of things have been said. about the collective bargaining agreement. One thing that has been done this year, these rookies made the team out of the chute, okay?
Love that.
Day one, which I absolutely love. Okay, so let's head to Truist Park, where Hunter Green was making his debut. We've been on this guy since 2017. Free and easy motion coming out of California, throwing absolute gas, could play shortstop, kind of the total package destined for this. Not much has changed. That's his windup from high school on the left. Not much has changed, and he came out yesterday and was pretty unbelievable. Top of the zone, 100 miles an hour, a wipeout slider at 87, a pitcher, not a thrower, and he just reminded me of a guy I had faced previously with the Cubs. Mark Pryor with that free and easy motion. Didn't last as long as it should have. He dealt with a ton of injuries, but boy, the ball just exploded on you with nasty stuff and a similar slider.
Yeah.
Okay? We'll lock in on a couple more rookies.
Okay.
We're going to take you to Kansas City, where the toast of the town was supposed to be Bobby Witt Jr.
I need his rookie card.
Immediately.
ASAP.
But it wasn't the offense that was on display from Bobby Witt Jr. It was these backhand picks, absolute bullet across the diamond.
Oh, play with it.
Watch this play. Look at the situation, top of the 10th, ghost runner, first and third. That's some big-time stuff right there. And the pick by Salvi and bring it back, one of the best plays. But the offensive rookie force was Mr. Stephen Kwan. We can't deny
Hit the
the
Kwan.
leg kick.
Hit the Quan.
Hit the Kwan.
Yeah.
Lauren has no idea.
He has no idea.
No. 8 for 10. He went 5 for 5 yesterday.
Who does he remind me of?
We have a
Is it a little
board.
Steve Finley? A little bit of Steve Finley.
We're going to
That's-
lock in on that leg kick at some point at the skybox. But we're going to bring up a board real quick because his minor league numbers are eerily similar to one of the better hitters in the game. I mean, you look down the line, except for slug, and Mr. Kwan's got him a little bit. Pretty impressive stuff. So to start your big league career, 8 for 10, unbelievable. Unbelievable. You sleeping nice at night. Now you can relax and go have fun in the next series and let your athleticism play instead of being all nerved up.
The San Francisco Giants, in the offseason, they signed Carlos Rodon. And maybe big money, high AAV, but after that first start, you're like, wow, that's a bargain for what they got him for.
I think there's going to be a lot of teams kicking themselves on.
But didn't we learn something from the White Sox when he almost didn't make that opening day rotation a year ago?
Yeah, but I think, like I said, this is a guy who was a number 2, number 3 overall pick. They don't usually miss on those. This was all injury related, and he came back last year, and even though he kind of had the tired arm or whatever we were dealing with at the end of the year, he was still lighting it up velocity-wise. And the contracts they're giving out now, Lauren, for him to get 2 for 44, you don't think Boston's kicking themselves that they don't want this guy in the rotation pitching for them? What I love about him is that I love the fact that he didn't take 55. All right?
That's a good
He
point.
signed for 2 years, 44, to go over to San Francisco Giants. Number 55 with the White Sox, he said, no, I'm not wearing it. The freak wore it. He was an institution out there. I love that. You can run this. He was unbelievable in his debut. Look at the velocity, top of the zone, 98, giving their rotation some edge with him and DeSclafani, Logan Webb. They're not going to go away because they're not going to have to score many runs. Look at it. I just think that was a nice edge for me for them to add. And Farhan Zaidi just doing a great job of giving Gabe Kapler so many different weapons. And they stepped up quick. It was like $22 million a year shocks you. But when it's 2 years, I mean, you're looking at like Syndergaard. If Rodon's healthy and Syndergaard's healthy, these are ones. They're stuff of ones. It's not like we're signing in hopes that we get 3-4 production. You might steal a guy who fights for a Cy Young. And then one more channel. One more.
All right, what do we got?
We got to take it to the mighty Buck.
Hey.
I couldn't even watch that.
This got a little out of hand.
He knew it. Look at him. Look at him. He's boiling.
If you don't think right man, right place for Buck Showalter, and this is how he is. He's going to protect his guys to a fault. He's got north of 1,500 wins. He's not a guy. I've had this conversation with him. Now he's had enough. He's had enough, so he's got to go out. And any manager's going to do this, but I feel like he gives them such an edge.
Yeah.
We all know where the ship is sailing and who's at the command. And it's number 11, Buck Showalter. And I remember being in Texas with him, Lauren. And I asked him, I said, you don't get chucked much. You don't get kicked out of many games. And he said, I feel like I'm more important to the team in the dugout than sitting in my office during the game. I feel like I can help us win ball games, which I totally respect. But you could tell he was hot and he was going to galvanize the team right there.
That was a moment. It was a moment. Post-game in the locker room, he was like, this was, all my boys were there.
And I didn't think Steve Cishek was trying to hit him on
right,
purpose.
Correct.
McCutcheon, that was on purpose.
That was a different, we'll dive into that a little bit later. But kind of an interesting early season series beginning tonight in Philadelphia with the Mets and the Phillies, so that should be a lot of fun.
How we like the digs?
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, the couch could be more comfortable.
No, it's not very comfortable.
Hey, speaking of the digs, this area is going to be used extensively today because for the first time in 2022, we have a full slate of studio programming, including